Hmm. I hope everybody's wearing a set of gloves because I'm ready to fight tonight. All right. So welcome
With
everybody
us?
to
Not
the
us.
Oh,
not you fellas. I love you guys.
aw.
Damn people that wear brown or the company that
Where you going?
gives them the uniforms. Damn it, Bobby. But we'll get to that here in a second. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 31st episode of the Nocturnal Feeding Show on this channel.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I know. I was setting that up earlier, and I'm like, 31? I set up Sundays, and it says 86. I'm like, oh, wow.
How many years is that?
Bajillion, Ed.
You know, it's funny you say that. I never really looked back.
Because you don't stream every week.
Well, I used to, but then,
Work
life,
got in the way.
volunteer stuff. I think I'm a
Volunteer
superhero,
stuff.
but I'm not. I'm just me. Just saying. All right, let's get some hellos out of the way. There's Stephen White. How you doing? Craig's Catfish Cave. Professor Fish Tanks. Osama. We'll be seeing you Sunday, hopefully. Sketty Nonya. Noya or Nona? I like Noya.
Nona.
I like
Nona.
Sketty Noya. So you know me.
I know you, Sketty.
I got my own language, so Sketty know you now. Because I say curl kitty, not killer kitty. Long family show, how you doing? Jenny Lynn.
Jenny.
Geek Boy. I hope, I don't know. I got so many
That
jokes.
Geek Boy's one cool guy.
Huawei, you got some issues. You need to quit having flashbacks. Hello, Liquid Zoo, Surf City. What is it? 1 week from this Saturday, I'll be on the West Coast. Jeff Kane, how you doing? Heather Green, nice to see you. All right, Ed, listen closely. This is Dennis Christensen.
Hey, Dennis. You sound just like Skipper.
Hello, Richard.
Did we have a challenge with that in the last stream?
Yeah, he has a hard time pronouncing it.
It's like fangers.
Christensen.
Like fangers?
Christensen.
Fangers.
Fangers. Ed has his own language too.
No,
How you doing outside in aquatics? Is that outie or innie? That's the good question. Question of the night. Let's see. We got Brother Dan in the house. How you doing?
Hey, Dan.
Oh. There's Linda Worth.
She's worth it.
That she is. We also got the Stephen P. from down in Louisiana.
He's a Southerner.
Louisiana.
I guarantee I just skipped over somebody, but hey, Ed, was somebody asking about this person earlier today?
Scuba. Hi, Scuba Steve. Yes. They were wanting to know what college was in Bowling Green. Other than I was in Bowling Green yesterday. And I went to a restaurant called Rafferty's for prime rib. We didn't know what we were getting. We just walked in and they had prime rib, and my mom and I, we split it, and it was delicious. And they have a toy store, a reused toy store right next door that was closed that I really wanted to go to.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Boots and cats, boots.
Now, if you say that guy's name 3 times, he appears.
Eric Wyrock. Where is the
Eric
Wyrock? M&C Aquatics, how you doing? Night Owl Aquatics. Hello. Did we say hi to Aquatic Moose? We got Travis Myers. There's the Xana Doo. Whips World, let's get tanked. I wish I was like that announcer, the boxer guy.
Uh-huh.
We got
I can
oink.
kind of sound like it, but I have to yell.
Yeah, I don't want to yell. I think the wife's trying to sleep in the other room. Waiting for her to throw something around the corner. Catch Hair Crafts, how are you? There's Curl Kitty. She told me it doesn't sound right if I say killer, so it's always going to be Curl from here on out.
I thought that was for
There he
Coral.
is. He's
Right
there.
on cue.
He showed up. I
Told you.
told you. Say his name 3 times. It's like Beetlejuice.
Well, bring him on up.
That's funny. Hello, Eric. Love you, brother. Stop doing that. He's trying to sleep.
Jizzy Man.
Oh, my. There's Nano Aquarium guy. I am sure I probably missed somebody. I apologize. But thank you all being here, lurkers that are just hanging out and listening. Thank you also. All right. Oh, wait. Scuba popped in your stream last minute because he was sleeping. Quit sleeping on a job, son.
Well, thank you for coming to my stream. You always make me feel better, Scuba.
He from St. Louis, right? So what
Me?
food town? Scuba.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Louisville.
No,
Yeah, in
Louis.
Kentucky.
Oh, he's in Kentucky.
Yes.
That's,
Yeah.
I'm from St. Louis
damn it.
originally.
Y'all looking alike, okay? I'm sorry.
You know, I've been told that so many times in my life that Scuba
What?
Steve and I are dead ringers.
I think you were separated at birth.
I do too.
You know?
Unfortunately, I ate all the yolk.
You know, it's like that movie Twins with Arnold and Danny
Mhm.
DeVito.
Yeah.
That's exactly identical twins, just like that.
He got all the coolness, and I got the bigness, the big oldness.
Or Big Brother, yeah. All right. I got something to talk about real quick. UPS sucks, okay? There's something going on right now with them. I don't know what it is, but I'm very upset with them. So, I've gotten some fish. Haven't put a video out because every time I got fish, is not the shipper's fault. They both did a very good job at packing. I was going to do an unboxing, but the problem is, whenever they say they're going to ship overnight or next day air, it's not coming next day. Every time they have got detoured or delayed, whatever you want to call it. And both sellers have seen that, and they're being cool about it, which I appreciate it. Because I understand a lot of people had the 1 hour rule. I get it. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the shipper. Not the shipper, but the damn company is shipping it. So the first time I got a shipment in of Pseudomagills, the blue eyes, and then I got spotteds. The blue eyes, the box is wet. They both were shipped in the same thing, and the box was also damaged because it looked like it got turned around the truck, the airplane, or however they were shipping it to get to Pennsylvania. Then he shipped them again. I got them yesterday. Everything was fine. Today today's shipment I was supposed to get yesterday. It got delayed. The box is wet. The heat packs got cold because they got wet. Luckily, I was able to get them in a tank right away. 5 out of the 6 bounced back. Unfortunately, there was a dead one because of it got cold. I understand with shipping fish at this time of the year, it can be a gamble because of the weather. But a lot of the people that are selling fish, they watch it, and we were watching it with this shipment of this Coriodoris. Coriodoris that I got was a CW127 Super Parallelis, and I'm going to tell you, it's an awesome fish. I'll show you an image of him here real quick. And it's not a cheap fish by far.
It's a cheat fish.
We'll say a guppy. But anyways, what I'm getting at, it doesn't matter what fish it is. Yeah, I'll get to that too, Richard. So it actually happened to me 3 times. But this is the fish that got sent to me. It's the CW127. They call it the Super Parallelis. The C002 is a true Parallelis. There is a difference. I was trying to find a difference, but there is an actual big difference with the coloring on them. But what upset me the most is you would think that the people that are shipping the fish, especially whenever it is labeled what it is, they would take special care of it because it's an animal. It's not, it's just, oh man, I just keep so frustrated. I can't really speak about it. I'm so upset. But luckily everything's good now. Hopefully they bounce back, they breed, which I hope they do because it's an awesome fish. And then that's all I'm going to say on that. We'll let it go so I don't get too much in trouble.
Well, I used brown yesterday.
Yes, you did. Where's Paulie at?
Yep, where's Paul?
You got to use that when he comes back.
Yeah, I'll wait till he gets back to tell my story since he's a UPS driver.
Or used to be. They are beautiful fish dream. They are.
Yeah, they really are.
Night Owl Aquatics knows about that because he also has them too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the first time it happened was between me and Richard Reynolds. He was sending me Kanakis, and it happened too, but it was a much longer delay. And those fish did great.
Well, Mr. Reynolds is a pretty cool guy.
Oh, he is.
Mm-hmm. It was great to meet him at the Clash.
He is an awesome dude. And he's from Florida. The UPS people in Florida are probably better.
Yeah, I don't know, Elaine. It was just, I think it was just where they were keeping that and how cold it got. It could be because it was chilly at night. It was below freezing, so it could have had something to do with it.
There's Peplin Creek.
Hello, Peplin. Oh, so Paulie, Ed has a PSA to tell you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know about a PSA, but I used brown yesterday and thought about you.
Boy, am I lucky.
I sent brown through brown.
Yeah.
I used Colon Guard, and I had to send them my box. And hopefully it all works out.
This is not going to end well. I know it.
Uh-oh.
No.
Well, if they break that box like they did Skipper's, it's going to be a smelly situation.
Like this? Well, I can tell you that earlier this season, well, like late last fall, I got an order from the Wet Spot. And it was warm in Portland and it was warm here. But the transit from Portland to here It was cold in Louisville. Wet Spot only put one heat pack in. By the time this next day, I got the fish, and they were all the heat pack had given up the ghost. The water in those bags was mid-60s. Those fish were not happy. They were all warm water fish. There were pistos in there, and they were just kind of like floating like they were dazed. I did lose a couple. There was some pencil fish in there. I think I lost one or two of the pencil fish. And this is November. And this, it's just shipping fish at the, the tail end of the year. It's just, the weather is too different from one side of the country to the other, and you just got to take a chance. Sometimes.
Well, I think one of the things I'm going to answer Elaine's question is it's I don't know. For me, it just seems, I don't know if it's just my shit luck at the moment with it. It just seems like they're just throwing them around, because in order for something like that to happen, like with the leaking or whatever, it just seems like they're throwing them. They're not, setting them down. Like that one box, and the one box I got was pretty bad. Whenever I showed up home, and it was wet. I mean, it was soaking wet. Luckily, the fish was an anabantoid. It's the bush fish in the tank behind me. And so it was good to survive that way. But it just seems like they're not taking care of the packages that they're getting.
Also, and I believe this is from 25 years working for that company. This time of year, they try to do everything with a skeleton crew.
Yeah.
And so when they're loading the trucks, the people that are loading have to load more trucks. So in the same amount of time. So they're not doing it as carefully as they did when there's a normal crew on. So and that's especially true in rural package centers. So away from the cities that don't get a lot of volume, they cut the staffing down there big time. So anybody that's not driving delivering a route, they cut them out.
Yeah, I just think it's one of them things they can't get people to work.
No,
I mean, it's happening.
Well, I'll tell you something. Working part-time at UPS, you're better off flipping burgers at McDonald's. It's not that the pay's not good. They get paid well. It's just what they put them through is worth it. They would you would see them just get up and leave. They go home. The pressure that they put on them, and because basically the jobs these guys are doing, these people are doing, when I first started were full-time jobs.
Yeah.
They now are part-time jobs, and they are loading more packages and in more trucks. I mean, when I started, I don't know. We would go out, the truck would be 3/4 full. I used to be home every night by 6:00. By the time I retired, my truck was packed top to bottom, front to back, and I would get home at 10:00.
Well, and then another thing is a lot of people are doing a lot of online shopping.
That's
so,
it.
Mm-hmm.
That has a big effect. But the problem is when the box is labeled clearly what's in it.
They don't.
That's what grinds my gears. And there was a time before. I remember in some live streams a couple years ago about saying you probably shouldn't do that because then they're going to do that or whatever. I remember hearing that,
Yeah, I've heard that before, that there are some jerks out there that are more willing to kick a box that has fragile or live fish on it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Remember those old Samsonite commercials with the luggage and the gorilla?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And O.J. Simpson running through
the luggage. Guess what? Welcome to UPS.
Yeah.
It's been, it's, and the other thing is, and it may not have anything to do with the loader. It's the weight of the packages. You get that little box, okay? That's this big. It's on the same line as a box that's 150 pounds.
Yeah, that's true.
If there's a jam in the line, that stuff all goes like this and crushes the boxes. Like again, when I started, our heaviest box was 50 pounds. Now it's 3 times that. It's 150 pounds. So yeah.
No, I get that, but it's just one of those things,
I know it pisses you off. And sometimes there's just no explanation for it. It can be, like I said, a lot, and believe me, a lot of times it's that scenario there where you have a small box getting crushed on the line with a big box that comes, it's on and coming down the same thing, and the line jams up, and that conveyor belt's still moving, and that 150-pound box just goes like this.
Damn it.
Because those big boxes are supposed with, it's called an irregular. They actually go around in like these golf carts or with these carts with trailers on them, and all those big boxes are supposed to go on that. That's the irregular irregs. A lot of times they don't end up there. They end up on the conveyor belts with the smaller packages. That's what happens when you're delivering millions of packages a day.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's just.
I'm not defending them, believe me, but it's, I've seen it all. And I worked in a pretty busy building, so, yeah.
Well, Paul, maybe you should try to make your own logistics company and deliver stuff all by yourself.
Read this. No.
But you could charge a whole lot to deliver fish.
No.
And your fish can stay warm in your car.
Retired 10 years, and I am very happy.
Yeah, but what if it's your own company? You can tell people what to do.
I like having every day be Saturday.
Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
get it.
You can just deliver up and down the East Coast. Just start off with the East Coast, and you just in your car, and you just keep your bag of fish in the back seat, so it's nice and warm and cuddly.
So Oinky has a question. We're done with shipping stuff. Okay, we're done with that.
I was thinking about Oinky too.
And well, you should be.
Ed, stop thinking that.
So,
because we can tell when you think about it, you blush.
Well, when you were talking about you can ship over. They ship over 150 pounds. Well, she's less than that.
yeah.
Hey, Ed, you can save on airfare. Just make sure there's air holes in the boxes.
Oh my God.
And it's well padded because, like I said, sometimes those boxes tumble.
Jesus, that's just wrong.
I know.
But anyway, carry some of Skipper's fish with her.
Yeah, right. But it's funny that she brought this up because I was looking at them also, Oinky. She's talking about fish. They're the marble. Oh my God, I can't say that S word, but they're whiptail catfish.
Sterostoma.
Mm-hmm.
What Yun said.
What I said. What Yuns.
I've never seen them in person, but I'm considering ordering at Dan's Fish. # gift card rule. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been thinking about it, and I'm kind of waiting because of trips I'm going to be going on here in a week.
And your bad luck with fish being delivered.
No, I haven't had bad luck with that supplier, but no, I did. I've seen them, and I wanted to do my research on them before I thought about getting them. But yeah, I don't know, man. Them things are freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Seen them.
Which ones were they?
The marble whiptails.
I'll get you a picture, damn it.
Well, I've got one right here.
Yeah, but you're not
Well, I
sharing
got
it.
Dan's.
So that's like coming to school with cupcakes and not sharing.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
You have to bring enough for everybody.
This
no,
is a
that's
whiptail from Dan.
not
I
it.
don't see any other whiptails on Dan's site.
Richard said that they're an easy one to keep. He put a comment here.
Yeah, that's not it. I got it, Ed.
It's the only whiptail I see that Dan's selling.
This is what
Maybe Dan doesn't sell me the cool fish.
This is what she's talking about.
Oh, look at those. God, are they nice?
Yeah.
It looks like a toothpick.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, wait. Where's Rico? It's a tongue depressor.
Yeah,
I see it now.
I saw them and I would love to have them. They kind of remind me of a Farvellello
Mm-hmm.
catfish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Marawella?
Farvellello. I can't say the word.
Or does he have them for sale right now, or are they on?
Yeah, they're $20 a fish, and he got 15 in stock.
They're beautiful.
If you go to his new listing, when you go to the Dan's Fish website, they're on there. Yeah, I saw them too, Oinky, and I would love to have them. I'd say do some research before you get them. That's what I would do. Jenny Lynn said she found 2 more eggs tonight, and so 7 eggs incubating and 1 hatch today. I believe that's the leopard gecko.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh man, yeah, I've been
Jenny's
participating.
really neat.
I've been participating in the reptiles on Friday because I want to learn stuff, and I have to get some reptiles again.
I don't need to get them. They're in my backyard all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, up here in Pennsylvania, we don't have them.
Yep. No.
They end up in the garage
Lizards
too,
are-
Paul?
No, not real. Toads do. I get toads in
Toads?
there. Yeah, the
Mhm.
toads somehow figure out how to get in there. I don't get many lizards in the garage, but they're all over my back. You know, they run all over my back porch. In fact, I was out working in the garden yesterday, and there's anoles in all the shrubs just sunning themselves. End of January.
Good climate for them.
Yeah. We don't really. It doesn't stay cold here long enough. I mean, we do get cold, but it's like a day or two, and it's over, and the ground never freezes. So
yeah, so for them, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like
we get these in I get them in the basement sometimes, but baby cat eats them.
Those are skinks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're kind of pretty.
They have red little or orange or red bellies. I think
Yeah,
they call them.
they're good. They eat the palmetto bugs.
Ah.
Oh. I think they also eat the fire ants that are crawling on the house because they basically just live on the bricks on my house.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I always feel bad when baby cat eats one.
And then I get the toads, and what happens is like in June when we get the June bugs, those like coppery colored beetles, they smash into my sliding glass doors. So where do the toads live at night? They hang out under the glass door. So when you look outside on my back porch, there's like 6 or 7 toads just looking up, waiting for something to drop out of the sky.
Yeah.
They're not stupid. They literally they come up on my porch at night and sit in front of those sliding glass doors and wait for the June bugs to smash into it. They're beetles. They hit the glass, drop down, and free lunch. Boom! I don't have to work for it.
Wow. No, I'd say up here I ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah, no,
like
we don't have anything really like that up here.
Yeah,
the
up
white
here in
tree frogs,
Northeast.
the shucking cup. Oh, I'll be quiet.
Well, you have problems with them with your pond, right, Ed? With the frogs, the
Oh,
tree frogs. Because
yeah. Well, that's
up
a
here in the
different type of tree
northeast,
frog.
up here in the northeast, we ain't got to worry about that stuff.
We have a white tree frog that's like the size of a silver dollar, and it just suction cups itself to the windows. And when the moths come, they eat them off the windows.
Thank you,
Or whatever
Oinky, for
bugs.
becoming a member. Yeah,
Winky.
yeah. I mean, well, we got to worry about like raccoons and stuff getting into our koi pond and stuff like that.
Well,
up here.
I've only got a couple more weeks, and we're going to have the frogs singing out in the ponds.
Oh yeah.
They're good. By mid-February, when we start, basically our winter's over here. Cold weather. It's still winter, but our cold weather is pretty much over. By Valentine's Day, we're going to be consistently hitting 70-degree days. Those frogs are going to be singing in the ponds.
Damn.
Rich, who said, where was I here? I saw somebody asking about datnoids.
Stephen White.
Okay. They are brackish fish. Scats and datnoids, they are pretty much brackish fish. So I don't have any experience with them. They do get big. So.
Oh, datnoids are nice. Oh man.
Yeah, they're really pretty. Scats are too.
Yeah, but they're brackish fish, so you might be able to wean them into more fresh water, but I don't know how long they survive in it.
You mean the scats are brackish?
Mm-hmm.
Scats and datnoids typically are brackish.
Well, what about the datnoids that oh man, Predatory Fins used to sell?
Don't know what he was selling.
Huh?
I don't know what he was selling, but I know datnoids. The last time I was exposed to them, they were sold as brackish fish.
Let me look real quick. Oh yeah, no, the datnoids he was selling were freshwater.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the ones I've seen were brackish. So basically, like the same kind of water parameters you'd have, like what are the ones with the bug eyes?
Mud skippers?
Mud skippers, yes. Because you have freshwater mud skippers, and then you got brackish mud skippers. So the ones that I saw, were brackish fish. So there might be freshwater.
The 4 or 6 bar. No, the 4 bar datnoid is what he was selling, and they were freshwater.
Okay.
Scats, I don't even know what fish that is. I've never seen it. What? Oh, listen here. There you go. Oh man, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Red lizard whiptail.
Eric's a pretty neat guy.
Oh, yeah, he's a good dude.
And those red lizard whiptails are super neat.
Yeah, and that reminded me of what Oinky was asking about. Was, I was thinking they're in the same genus.
They have a similar shape, kind of, right? But the color are very, very different.
Right. So not genus.
Species.
Genus
is the family. So it's so basically, like, it's with the Epistogramma is the genus name, and then Cockatoides is the species.
Okay.
What do you guys think about this little bottle?
Doesn't hold much water, Ed.
Well, I'm going to drill a hole in it, and I was going to pump water through it, and have it trickle out the top. And I was going to put this in the top of my daisy rice, or not my daisy rice, but my platinum white rice fish. Madaka rice fish.
I mean, you could turn that into a fountain. Just make sure that, whatever. you seal the bottom real well. Get it good and silicone, or with that, you may have to. If you do it through the bottom, as long as it's not glazed, you should be able to do silicone. If it is glazed, you may have to use what the hell is it? Cement, the marine cement.
I have both. So I have the marine cement for putting together rocks for a saltwater tank, and I have silicone.
Yeah, because
I was just going to try silicone.
Yeah, because I did I did my own fountain for a garden. I bought one of those big ceramic urns, and I built the fountain. That was before fountains were really popular, so I had to drill the. Well, I actually used the drainage hole, and then I sealed it up with the cement.
I got you.
It held water. I mean, for all I know, it's still working. I did that probably in the early 2000s. So
I was thinking about making like a statue, like a clay statue to do it, run it out its mouth or something. But then I saw this, and I just thought it kind of maybe looked like a little maybe Asian-y style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you got a pump big enough to push the water through it. That's all.
You got a bunch of
burn the pump out.
Yeah.
In fact, what you can do is oversize it and put a valve on it, and this way, if it's coming out too fast, you can knock the flow down.
Oh, Oinky, thank you. She said, I just say thank you always for how kind and welcoming you have all been to me since day one. If it were not for that, I'd never be in the mindset I am with the miracle of love in my life. That's nice.
Hey, Ed, you're blushing again.
I got her hooked on Godzilla.
Godzilla.
So I got some new fish. I picked up some yo-yo loaches. I had one of my Episto tanks got infested with snails. I probably came in some plants I brought home.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up. The population just kept exploding, and it's not like I overfeed the tank, but it got to the point where there's so many snails. They're eating whenever the catfish spawn, they get to the eggs before I do, and then they're going into the caves for the Epistos and eating the eggs. And there's just too many of them. I can't. What I was doing, I was feeding them to my bigger cichlids, the snails. But there's just too many. It got to the point where I'm throwing snails in the tank, and the fish is saying, "Not again." So
they're tired of escargot.
They're just tired. They're tired of escargot. Who knew? So I got the yo-yo loaches because they're only going to get a couple 3 inches, but they're supposed to be really good snail eradicators. So I put 4 of those little buggers in there, and one they must be high on caffeine because all they do is all over the place. They're constantly darting all over the place.
Yeah, yo-yos do that.
Yeah, so but I'm actually starting to see some empty shells, so we're keeping my fingers crossed. Because if they work in there, I got another tank that I got plants from the same source, and snails. So, but
go
ahead.
I did an experiment. Oh wow, this is a while ago with Jess from the Aquatic Morning Show. Do you remember whenever she was having a leech problem because of blackworms, and they were getting on the plants? I said, "Well, just send them to me." I said, "I've been watching some stuff, reading up on some stuff about with the plants on how to." There was different ways on how to dip them. And one of them was alum. I did alum was, Dee Dee, I knew you would remember. One of them was alum, but I used that as my last one because that's the one that's more potent. Well, I used peroxide, and I forget the other one I did.
Bleach?
No, I didn't use bleach. It was something else. Damn it, I can't remember. But the only thing that I could get that would kill the leeches was alum, which is a spice or
It's pickling. They use it for
yeah,
pickling.
canning agent. And that was the only thing that I could get to kill the leeches. But alum is pretty bad, so you got to be careful on how you do it because it will just kill your plants. There's a certain amount of time that you want to soak them in it or dip them or however you want to do it. But that was the only thing that I could get to get rid of leeches. But it got rid of everything like the snails and all. But I used different types of plants, and if it's
This is
real,
copper.
if it's
Oh, copper will kill them.
oh yeah,
Copper will. You put a little copper in the water, it'll kill them. Yeah. So, well, the other thing is, I had leeches. Not many. I found a couple of leeches in one of my Episto tanks. The Epistos ate them. Just ripped them apart. I found them in
oh
pieces.
really?
They ate
Oh,
'em.
wow.
KJE said something about assassin snails. They're great if you have sanded tanks. All my tanks are gravel. So the assassin snail, they'll basically just sit on top of the gravel all day, and my cichlids will start picking at them.
Oh, I bet they're depressed. They probably just roll over and say, "Eat me."
That's basically it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Eat me. But yeah, so I'm trying the yo-yo loaches and see how it goes. If it works, they're gonna never have a permanent home because every time I have a breakout, they're gonna go to the tank that has the breakout. So.
Well, I know that I had the zebra loaches.
Yeah, I was looking for those, but they're not. Nobody's got them.
Oh, but I had them in the
They're not around.
55 behind me. They aged out, but oh man, I'd put snails in there from other tanks, and as soon as they hit the ground, it was like they were on them.
Mm-hmm. Well, my other saving grace is my buddy just got a crayfish, so he feeds them snails. So I'm going to be scooping snails out and give them to him too. So between the loaches and his crayfish, and then my other cichlids, if they decide they want to eat escargot again, I'll hopefully be able to control this outbreak. It's amazing. One day, yeah, there's none in there, and you turn around and it's like, where the hell did all these snails come from?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Snails.
I had that happen with one of the breeder boxes that I was raising some fry in. I put two snails in there, and now there's got to be 30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I did that too. I did that just so that the snails would eat the leftover stuff up.
That's what I did too.
Boy, oh boy.
Was happy yesterday. In the morning, I got up to get those 11 Hillstream loaches out of my 40 breeder that has my Daisy Rice fish, but it also has my giant Hercules rabbit snails.
Mm.
And I can't believe how many baby Hercules snails I have. I mean, I must have saw 20 of them in there, and they've only been, normally I think they only have 2 a month. And it's only been about a year. So I was shocked, and I was really happy because those guys are just awesome. And I was able to get 8 of the 11 Hillstreams out to take to the fish store. So there's still 3 in there that I couldn't catch. I feel bad.
Oh, wow.
I keep the only snails I actually put into my tanks are nerites because they don't reproduce. I don't care about those little white BBs. Eventually, they soften up, and the other fish eat them. So, and if they get it on the glass, that's why God invented glass cleaners. You know, the magniflow, they just clean them off. But they do the job. They eat. They basically keep the whatever the algae down because and then they don't reproduce. So it's win-win. I mean, I tolerate those white little egg cases they put on everything, but like after they're on there a while, the other fish eat them. They soften up and the fish eat them, especially the Corys. The Corys love them.
Yeah, so after a while, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Yep.
More food. So the pest snails, like I get, and it's not just bladder snails. I got ram's horns in there. I have a nice little menagerie of snails that hitchhiked on these plants. So, and I used to, when there was just a couple, I would just go in there and crush them, and the fish would go eat them. But now they're just, I could spend hours in there and crushing them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I used to do that for the Corys.
Well, Paul, next time I see you, maybe I'll bring you 3 of my rabbit snails.
No.
The Hercules. They're so cool. They have like elephant faces with ears.
Ed, send me a
picture.
They're
bright yellow.
So cool. So I would take them because I think they're pretty cool because I bought at the Clash, I bought the orange foot, the orange rabbit snails, and I always say foot, and then the yellow rabbit snails off of Grant and Shelby.
I love
Nancy.
them. Hiya, Nancy.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, I hear you, Stephen P. I used to do that when I had the pea puffers. I used to go to Petco and ask for their pest snails.
Mm-hmm.
The wee little ones.
Yep.
They don't. The Petco I go to, you don't see them anymore.
Oh,
they
really?
Put copper in their systems.
They must have did something because they used to have them all over the place. It ain't there anymore.
Sent me a text, guys.
Yeah, Steven. If you have plastic plants, you have plastic snails.
Yep.
Those are the best kind to have. They don't move much.
Well, Nancy, I hope you had a good day at work. I'm glad you're here. Thank you.
What? I got a whiny dog here. I'm not paying attention to him, so he's going to sit here and whine. As he's gotten older, he's gotten more needy. When you're on the phone, he could be completely out cold. You're on the phone, he wakes up and he starts barking because I'm not paying attention. and this is not a quiet bark. When he barks, the windows rattle.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was funny because I was talking to Doc earlier. We did it on here. Talk about going out there, not this Saturday but next Saturday, and the one dog just would not let my wife alone. Like it was like he was just trying to climb up on her lap. Speaking of that, Surf City asked about the itinerary. So we were planning on having a cookout on Sunday. Doc is supposed to be getting a hold of you because I don't think I have your contact information. So he was going to get a hold of you whenever he gets back on Monday. Today's what? I don't even know what day it is. It's been a long week for me.
You going to see Stephanie when you're out there?
Yeah.
Are you going to pet her bulldogs?
Her what? Her Frenchies? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Can you take a picture for me?
I will.
That'd be awesome.
If I remember.
Ed, send him an email.
An email?
Yeah, send him an email. Tell him, Skip, don't forget my bulldog pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt I'll do it.
Why not? If it's
that important, just like me.
Emails? Let's see. How many emails do you think I have unread right now?
Shush.
738.
Excuse me, I have to let him out.
Yep.
Come on, let's go.
I was saying like 100,000.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, you got to be kidding me, Ed. 151,000 not read messages. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't do email very good,
oh, you don't say.
but I'm only about 20 years behind. So gotta
Oh, okay.
catch
So,
up.
two decades, no big deal.
The good thing is I've never changed my email. So if you send it to me, maybe someday I will read it.
So you'll get it. You just may not read it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean,
That-
I don't look at them ever.
Yeah. That's all right. I just
What I'll
text
do
you.
is, well, like the Clash thing, they wanted an email, and I just said, "Hey, send it to Winky."
Mm-hmm.
All right,
But
sir.
otherwise,
Thank you.
I'll type in if there's something I was supposed to look for in an email, I'll type the name in at the top and then get it
Oh,
that
yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I bought tickets to Joe Fest, and they sent me an email for that.
All right. All right, Jimmy. I ain't got time to clear my email daily. I'm just saying. Because my Yahoo's probably close to 12 to 1,500.
Mm.
I should have you come over and go through mine then.
I'll just hit delete all.
Just start from scratch at this point.
That's what I do. Like,
Hey, listen, if you haven't read them in 2-3 weeks, just click,
Yep.
select them all from there, and delete them.
yeah,
If
because
it's
it's
What if there was
important.
something important?
They'll email you again, Ed.
That's it. My dog is a Cane Corso, Ben.
It's
He-
AKA big ass dog.
Yeah, it's freaking pony. He'll be 13 in 2 weeks. And he's 130 pounds.
Mm.
Dang.
Oh my gosh. Michael Long says he's got 107,000 basically spam emails.
I believe it.
Mm.
Oh, there was a thing I read today on like the news stuff that I can read at work about what the big email people are doing, like Gmail, Yahoo,
Mm-hmm.
and the others. They're putting out other rules because of that. Like if you got a company that people subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
like through emails, you get special offers.
Yeah.
They made new regulations for it because
they're
it's getting
tired
really bad. Yeah.
Yep. Storage and transferring emails. Yeah, it all has a business cost.
Yeah. Todd, is that a window behind you?
That is a window. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just
When
covered
you
with
look-
shade.
When you look out, do you see like the Statue of Liberty?
No, no. I am way far west in New Jersey, so I just see out the window. There's a big oak tree out there.
Ed, New Jersey's a small state. It just ain't that small.
That's true.
Well,
You
it's
know,
got
I-
an oak tree.
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, basically, you could be across Jersey. You could leave New York and be in Pennsylvania in about 2 hours.
Yep.
Did you know this
Two
cool
and a half
fact about New Jersey?
What's that?
They make more sweet beets than anybody else. They grow more sweet beets.
And they're also the largest blueberry grower, or at least they were.
How do they have room for blueberries and sweet beets?
Hey, listen, it's amazing
Crazy.
what you can
Wait a
do.
minute. You said sweet beets?
Yeah.
Do they have Amish in New Jersey?
I don't know.
They're equal opportunity farmers.
I'm just saying
And
because I'm calling BS on
No,
that.
there's not a lot of there's not
Mm-mm.
no there's really to best of my knowledge, unless they're down in South Jersey, which is a different country. There's no Amish of any.
Yes. South
And I
Jersey
don't
is a
know.
whole different place than
Yes, it is. I have friends that they're from South Jersey, and we says no, you're not. They say we're from Jersey. So where are you from? South Jersey. I said no, you're not. You're not from Jersey. You're from
totally
Philly.
different.
You're from Philly.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
And
that part's extended.
Anything down like that, Cherry Hill on South
Yeah.
is a different world.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, part of Delaware should be Philly too.
Mm.
I mean, you go the southern end of Jersey, it's like you're in Ohio. It's dead flat.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
dead
really?
flat.
Dead flat?
It is so. I mean, you go down on those side roads and you're just looking and you see it. Well, this was a few years ago, but it's dead flat down there. I mean, there is.
Huh.
You
Sounds
think
like
you're out in the Midwest?
Super green.
Mm.
Like we're up in North Jersey. It's what passes for. It's very hilly. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
Yeah.
hilly. Like where
it's the
my
Garden State.
well, where my uncle lives,
Yeah,
I think he's
sure.
like now again, this is not like the Rocky Mountains or anything, but where my uncle is, I think he's 1,400 feet above sea level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here in North Carolina, you get a nosebleed at 16 feet above sea level.
Yeah, that's right.
I think right now I'm on where we live. We're in a high spot. I think I'm 30 feet above sea level here.
It's funny you say about the Rockies because I went to Colorado when I was in the military. This is hills. What
Oh,
we
yeah.
got is not a mountain. Once I saw that in person and looked up, I was like, yeah, they might as well call the Appalachians like the Rolling Plains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we
The
went.
Appalachians are-
My brother and I went out to Denver for the Great American Beer Festival.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I mean, but this is like again, this is 20 years ago. We went out for the Great American Beer Festival in Denver, and you go to the Capitol building, and they have a plaque on the steps where it says it's a mile high. Okay, it's and there's still mountains that are towering over you when you're sitting on that Capitol building.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful part of the country, though.
Hey, Eric. Good night, sweetheart.
Well, I'm actually agreeing with him and Whip. All right. I want to thank everybody in chat, moderators, lurkers, people that are participating in chat. I also want to thank Ed, Paulie, and TJ for being up here tonight. Y'all were great. I much appreciate it. And thank you for listening to my little rant that I had. I couldn't get it out because I'm so damn frustrated. I got to say the right words. I got to be a little PG.
Yeah, you did all right.
Once you put an end to the stream, Skip, curse away.
Oh, my head's going to explode.
That's it.
All right. Ed, you got anything to say?
Yeah, the Appalachian Mountains are smaller because they're like 180 million years older. So they've been like gravity's been turning them into mush, breaking them down. And then all those plants grow and turn into dirt, which makes more plants go and just keep this, it's just slowly breaking them down. But at one time, they were the Rocky Mountains. And the Rocky Mountains were just flat and created like later. So it's cool how nature has cycles. So that's why the Rockies are so amazingly beautiful, because they're so much newer. They haven't had gravity and everything working against them. It's really cool to think about.
That is interesting.
That
Yeah,
is
the mud I live on was part of the Appalachians.
Mm.
It all washed downstream.
Wouldn't it be cool to go back 300 million years ago and see the Earth? I would absolutely love that.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It would be. All right, TJ, you got anything?
Thanks for a fun time, guys. I appreciate it, and thanks for everybody in chat joining us.
Paulie?
Well, as usual, stay fresh, cheese bags.
All right, good night, everybody. Y'all have a
Good night, everybody. And keep your fish tanks clean.
Or see ya.
Oh, yeah.